Once again, it's your boy Hack, and we back in the house once again. I know it's been a long time, y'all, but I'm back. Coming from a new location in a new studio. I've been working on, you see my background, I'm looking like Chi-Town, you know what I'm saying, doing my thing. But once again, I got back joining me on the show, Mr. LDorado Jonez himself. What's going on, LJ?
Hack, salute to you, brother. Thanks for having me back on the show, man. Feels great. I feel wonderful, man. How about yourself? How you doing?
I'm great. I know we going through this pandemic. We still experiencing going through this COVID shit. So I'm hoping that you and your family are doing well. We're gonna jump right into the subject that at hand. You just dropped a new joint, and it's pretty what I want to say, interesting.
That's a good word for it. I accept that.
This is real interesting, and I really liked it. So you know what I'm saying. Let's talk about the inspiration for that. There, you know what inspired you to do that? Because we're gonna listen to it in a minute, but we want to only get your take on what was your inspiration for a song like that. Because see, I'm old school.
Mm-hmm.
I'm straight old school. You know, I love the new shit out here, but I'm straight old school. And so when I got to looking at the video and I was listening, and I'm like, oh, okay. But I ain't gonna go no more into it. I'm gonna let you touch on that and come on, let the people know what you're talking about.
All right, brother. So the song, for those who are watching in internet world and don't know what song he's talking about, I have a song by the title of Warned Us. And it's off of my album Medicine and the Candy. And the video, which is an animated video, was just released February 12th, excuse me. The inspiration for that song, Hack, just to give you the quickest version I can give you, I started writing that song, you know, almost immediately after Trayvon Martin was murdered.
Okay.
So we talking about 2013. I started writing the song, and I put it down. I stopped writing it.
Okay.
And I got back then. Mike Brown was killed about a year later.
All right.
And I wrote a little more. And I don't write stuff down, but I'm writing it in my head. I'm journalizing it in my mind.
Okay.
I write a little more in my mind. And I kind of step away from it. Then Sandra Bland was murdered.
All right.
And I wrote some more, and I couldn't stop.
Okay.
It's one of those, it's a song where I wanted to bridge the gap between what's going on right now and telling the listeners that this is nothing new. And when I'm speaking of specifically, let me be clear and concise and precise. I'm talking about police brutality.
Let them know. Let them know what we talking about. We know about the bullshit. Let them know.
Yeah.
Speak your mind, bro. Let's go.
So I'm talking about the treatment that Black people have been enduring for centuries in this country, starting with overseers turning into officers.
Uh-huh.
And it's an ongoing cycle. It's an ongoing cycle of systematic violence. And I was fed up, man. I was fed up when I started writing the song. I was fed up when I finished writing the song. And here it is, was this 2021, what's that shit? 7 years later from when the song first started, and we still going through the same shit, man. And it's still as relevant as the day I first thought of it.
Exactly.
And I wanted to shoot back to some of our legends in hip hop to let younger listeners know, hey man, the hip hop community has been voicing what's going on. They've been talking about these issues and giving a voice to the voiceless. So I had to name drop some of the big guys in our culture and let you know, hey man, these guys have been putting it down and been putting the struggle on the front end of their lyrics. So I wanted to pay homage to and salute some of the legends, and also bridge a gap between generations and between the struggle now, the struggle then, and continuing keeping that struggle in our conversation until we are past having the struggle whatsoever. You feel me?
Exactly. And I feel what you're saying, because like I said, when I first started, when I first, you know what, I ain't gonna even keep the people waiting. We gonna go ahead and we gonna cue this up real quick, and we gonna go ahead and let this get going for those of you who haven't heard, you know, the song is called Warn Us. It's letting you know it's a message in the music. And we're going to let the song speak for itself.
To myself, people like Ice Cube, Public Enemy, have predicted this situation. And we've been shut off by the radio stations and the media, you know, as being just black kids yelling. We yelled about police brutality. We yelled about the gang situation.
Ice-T warned us. Ice Cube warned us. Quick, open your eyes. Why can't you see they declared war on us? Chuck D warned us. KRS warned us. Quick, open your eyes. Why can't you see they declared war on us? Tupac warned us. Ghetto Boys warned us. Quick, open your eyes. Why can't you see they declared war on us? Goody Mob warned us. Dead Prez warned us. Quick, open your eyes. Why can't you see they declared war on us? 2 Chainz said he gon' be fresh in case the feds is watching. Then Edward Snowden showed us them feds is always watching. You gon' need more than just a handy cam to save you from that sandy blind. Oh man, your wrist and they cuffing your life in their hand. Right now, wonder who gonna be next. Dog ass cop with a Glock complex. Chip on his shoulder, he looking to flex. Head on his gun and his foot on your neck. The majority of minorities get targeted by authorities who lie about this war on drugs and the system to create studs. I don't fall for the okie doke. I'ma tell the stones, I'ma tell the folks, I'ma tell the lords, I'ma tell the kings, and the B's and C's that we the same thing. Ice-T warned us. Ice Cube warned us. Quick, open your eyes. Why can't you see they declared war on us? Chuck D warned us. KRS warned us. Quick, open your eyes. Why can't you see they declared war on us? Tupac warned us. Ghetto Boys warned us. Quick, open your eyes. Why can't you see they declared war on us? Goody Mob warned us. Dead Prez warned us. Quick, open your eyes. Why can't you see they declared war on us? Going up while our schools closing up, while the club going up. I'm like, what the fuck? I see prisons going up while our schools closing up, while the club going up. I'm like, what the fuck? I chopped it up with Dusabo. He say he feels sorry for tomorrow. And I heard Gil say, just cut you on the bottom. You ain't gotta be living in the bottle. As the world go round like fan blades, we need stitches, they send band-aids. No real solution, just noise pollution. Meanwhile, these pigs shooting us down. Pump another round, bop, 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 another man down. He ain't even had no weapon, no. Drop another gun on the ground. We still get hit with the rhetoric of Confederates who stand their ground. But every time a nigga take a stand, there's a man with a gun telling him to stand down. My son could be the next LeBron, or he could be the next Trayvon. Or given the chance and room to advance, he could be the next Julian Bond. Now that we all feel matter, trying to convince the system we matter. You better off breaking a mirror, walking a black cat under a ladder, yeah. Let me take it back to Katrina, military on deck with relief. But the goodness of a bird that we're waiting on word from the punk ass commander-in-chief. It's a must that we know our value. It's a must that we know our worth. If you get out the mud, you ain't gotta be a thug, be a king or a queen in the earth. Yeah. Ice-T warned us. Ice Cube warned us. Quick, open your eyes. Why can't you see they declared war on us? Chuck D warned us. KRS warned us. Quick, open your eyes. Why can't you see they declared war on us? Tupac warned us. Ghetto Boys warned us. Quick, open your eyes. Why can't you see they declared war on us? Goody Mob warned us. Dead Prez warned us. Quick, open your eyes. Why can't you see they declared war on us?
Anybody who sympathizes with the police, I don't need them as a fan. Those are police officers telling you they won't help you, they won't do their job. That sounds criminal to me. There's a lot of good cops out there, you know what I'm saying? I know a lot of police officers that are out here trying to do the right thing.
You see the anger, but you don't understand the anger. That's the problem. That's the problem. That's the problem.
All right. That was the joint Warned Us by your boy LDorado Jonez, man. That's dope. Man,
Gratitude.
You like named all my, you know, like all my like damn near every rapper you read off, like I'm like Ice-T, Ice Cube, Chuck D, KRS-One, Tupac, Ghetto Boys,
yeah,
Legends in the Game, all of them. all of them, every single last one. And you just ripped it off and you let the people know. They warned us about these type of reactions, these type of actions, these things been going on in the streets for a very, very long time since I myself, you know, being a young man, blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? We've been experiencing this for a long, long time to come, and we know we still got a long way to go. It's a struggle, it's a fight, and we still trying to survive, and we still trying to let the people know what we're doing. It's music like this that impacts our youth. So, in sending a message to our youth, because you're of a younger generation than I am myself, what is the focus that you as an artist want to, when you make songs of this nature, which are so impactful and so deep, what is the message that you're trying to send?
Man, great question. That there's a war going on. There's a war going on. And you really don't have the leisure and the luxury of being lackadaisical, as my father would call it, or being on the sideline. Being born in this country, you're active. You're already active. So you can't afford to live your life with your head in the sand. Now, everybody's not going to be at a rally. Everybody's not going to be at a march. Everybody's not going to be a frontline protester. That's a fact. But everybody has a role they can play. Everybody has a role of, if nothing more than sharing information. It's for me as an artist, when I make a song like Warren does, it's important that I'm sharing information. Even when I start the song off, you know, 2 Chainz said he's gonna be fresh in case the feds is watching. Well, Eric Snowden showed the feds is always watching.
That's right.
That's for those who don't know. Well, somebody may say, well, who's Eric Snowden? That's what we call a Googleable moment. I want you to go Google and see who that is.
Eric Snowden.
See what he said about surveillance in this country. And this isn't years ago, but this is within the past 3, 4, 5 years.
Exactly.
Surveillance of civilians. It's I believe in dropping nuggets like that. So my music, if I compare my music to martial arts, right? So if I'm a master of my craft, if I had to categorize or describe my musical style, it's medicine in the candy. And what that means is I'm trying to put some information with the entertainment. KRS-One used to call it edutainment, right?
Exactly.
So it's got to be dope first and foremost. You got to make dope music if you are in the music business, and if you are an artist, you should be making dope music off top. That's not even compromisable.
Exactly.
But within that dopeness, you got to have some breadcrumbs that's going to lead somebody to maybe lead them down the road. I'm trying to water somebody who has a bit of knowledge, somebody who doesn't have knowledge at all of self and what's going on. I may lay the groundwork and I may drop a seed. Somebody else who already has some information, I may be watering them, giving them some more information. And sometimes we just preach to the choir, but it's good to be edified. Like, hey man, I'm not the only one who thinks like that. So it's 3 parts. You might be dropping the seed. You might be watering somebody who's already got that seed but needs to grow a little more, or you might be edifying somebody who knows what you're saying and is already on topic and on task, and they just need to say, yeah, man, I agree. We on the same wavelength. So it's all about sharing information, man, but keeping it jamming at the same time.
That's what it do. That's what it do. I was in the barbershop for many years. And you know what I'm saying? That's what we do. As a community, we've developed different ways of communicating.
Absolutely.
And trying to get this message across that, you know, is always going to be a struggle. You know, once you were born in this world, brought in this world as a black man, black woman, a black individual, a man of color, a woman of color, that we were always going to have this struggle. So we had this struggle all our lives. So, but one thing we as black folks always know how to do, we know how to rise above struggle, and we will be back as
Absolutely.
one, and we're going to do this thing one more time. So you can't stop us. So you may as well get on board, ride the boat, you know, get on this motherfucking bus so we can ride this bitch we done rode it to the White House. Y'all can't stop us. Black folks everywhere, and we doing great things. And that's what it do. So close this out. I know, L, you think since the last time you was on the show, I was gonna drop something on you, a little surprise. I ain't gonna do that this time. Cause I can't ask you about nothing that you already know about. So what I'm just gonna do is ask you, what should the people be looking for coming from LDorado Jonez in the future?
All right, so what you should be on the lookout for right now, you can go to my website, which is www.sibleyandsunset.com. SIBLEYANDSUNSET. Sibley and Sunset, that's my brand. I actually got on one of my hoodies right now. It's my Can I Live brand.
Can I live? We're gonna have to touch bases. Oh, see, there y'all go again. See you, your boy Psychosis, Big Chris, y'all see, and just for this interview, because I listened to the song first last night before I started working on, before the interview even took place.
Yeah.
I pulled this one out to, when your boy see this, he gonna be all right.
I already see. Shout out to Psychosis. I love real rap music. That's a classic shirt right there.
Classic, baby, classic. So for a classic track to soon be, I had to break out a classic T-shirt. I'm sending out to my boy SY in the building all the time. Great and self-entertainment. You guys, y'all been doing y'all thing. LDorado Jonez, thank you for coming on the show and doing
thank
this
you, brother.
once again. And once again, we gonna get back. And that's it. Your boy out. Get on out my house.
Salute.